Hey, friends. Welcome to the Swing My Heart podcast. Come join me, your host, Nicole, for some hope-filled conversations about heartfelt entertainment that makes your heart swing. Hey, Hallmarkies. Welcome to the Swing My Heart podcast. I'm your host, Nicole, and today I'm joined once again for the first time in a long time, my friend Jen Silliman from the upcoming Hearts of Stars podcast to talk about Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story, starring Tyler Hines, Hunter King, Ed Begley Jr., Megan Price, Diedrich Bader, Christine Ebersole, Richard, I apologize if I mispronounced your name, Real, with special appearances by Jenna Bush Hager, Donna Kelsey, Wes Brown, Coach Andy Reid, and players Trey Smith, Nicole Hardman, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and George Karlaftis. It was written by John Putch and directed by Julie Sherman-Wolfe. Alana Higman is sure that her family's lifelong history as a Kansas City Chiefs superfan makes them a frontrunner to win the team's Fan of the Year contest. Derek, director of fan engagement, is tasked with evaluating how Alana and her family stack up against the other two finalists. As the pair spends time together, it's clear there's a spark between them. But when her grandfather's vintage Chiefs good luck winter hat goes missing, Alana begins to doubt everything she believed about fate, destiny, and even questions her future with Derek. Unless, that is, a little Christmas magic can throw a Hail Mary. Welcome back to the podcast, Jen. I'm excited to have you on.
Nicole, I'm so happy to be back here and talking about this movie.
Yes. Oh, that was a long-winded synopsis.
I told you there was a lot of people in this movie. It's a lot.
Yes.
It's a lot of names, a lot of people. But I think that's what makes it so unique, right? We're used to dealing with like lately, sometimes three leading men in one movie, but it's a lot. It's a lot of people.
Yeah, it definitely is. But a great ensemble cast, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what were your first impressions on this
First
movie?
impressions were that it was absolutely incredible. I actually reached out to Julie Sherman-Wolfe by text message. I'm like, this is amazing. Like, this is just because I think for me, it was like, I don't know what the story's going to be. Like, I get the premise of, kind of with the whole Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce thing, like, but what's the story going to be? And wow, like totally blown away. Like I get goosebumps just like thinking about it. It was such a rich story, and I did not expect that. I was pleasantly surprised because I think more and more Hallmark movies are getting a little bit deeper. So many of them are so like surface level and fun. They're all great, but this was just, I don't know. I think it might be my top movie.
Oh, that's awesome. It is my number 8 right now.
8.
It's only my top 10 is very difficult because there's been so many good movies. I'm like, I don't know where to put stuff because there's so many that I love.
I know there are so many. There are so many. But yeah, I mean, it was good. It was amazing. It was incredible. Yeah, it was. I watched it with my mom, which was great because I never watched Christmas movies with my mom. We just so happened to be away for Thanksgiving, so I got to watch it with her. And my husband, who loved it. I mean, it was, and we're football fans too.
Yeah, me too.
Not necessarily for Kansas City. I mean, I follow anybody, but it was good. I like the sport element, so it was good.
Me too. I always enjoy watching football games. I think I've told you this before, maybe I haven't, I can't remember, but when I was in high school, I did cheer for football. So
nice. Yes.
which was always fun. Friday night
it
football.
is. I feel like I didn't understand football when I cheered for it in high school. I understand it better now.
Yeah. And I always enjoy watching the college football games and the NFL games. My brother is a big Packers fan.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, we're big. I mean, we're in Florida, so of course, we follow the Miami Dolphins and the Miami Hurricanes for college. Yeah, we're huge football fans. Huge football fans.
Yes. But this was a great movie. And I think 2 messages I got out of this movie. One, it's a line from both Hank and Paul. They kind of echoed each other. It was when they were making the eggnog, and Hank first says, never put off anything until someday. And then Paul finishes that sentence by saying, because someday is no guarantee.
Mhm.
And then you can't let fear rob you of hope. And that was from Alana's mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they had some real a lot of standout lines. I mean, I feel like you could
Yeah.
make a little like calendar of the day quote book from
Hmm.
this movie because there were so
Yeah.
many of
You really
those little
could.
tiny things,
Yeah.
which again just made the story like
Yeah.
so rich with
Yeah.
all of those things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
I
like
love
that.
how unique the story was. We've never seen anything like this on Hallmark
We've
before.
no, we haven't. And again, I think too how we talked about the how great the ensemble was.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other talent that would have done a better job than every
Mm-mm.
single person in that
Yeah.
film. I mean, they all
Yeah.
played the part so
Yeah.
well,
Hmm.
both dialogue wise and visually, and it was just,
Hmm.
I don't know, so
Yeah.
good. And I am
Yeah.
like, I'm a huge Hunter King fan.
I
I
love
mean,
her too.
I
Yeah.
just, she's fantastic.
Yeah.
She's so good.
Yes. And I think this might be one of my favorite Tyler movies.
Yes, yes, I would agree with that, except for, the three wiser men.
Hmm. Yeah.
Boy, his comedy, he reminds me
Hmm.
very much of kind of like a female or a male Ashley Williams. Ashley Williams, her
Yeah.
timing is always so good. And
Yes.
I think I've really noticed that Tyler's timing for some of
Hmm.
these things, whether it's his face or just
Yeah.
his pause and his dialogue to like
Yeah.
really make an impactful
Yeah.
statement. It's just so it's he's funny. I mean, he's very funny. It
He's
was good.
great. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
always love Julie Sherman Wolf's movies. John Putch did a great job with directing. We know that he directed Biltmore last year, which was my number one Christmas movie of
Hey,
2023.
nice. I only watched it for the first time about 2 weeks ago.
It's
So
great.
it was good. It's a very good movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's a great director.
Yeah. No, it was excellent.
Yes.
It was so
Yeah.
good.
And then one more first impression, I'll say before we move on to our hits. I think Ed Begley Jr. was one of my favorite parts of this movie
Yeah.
as the grandpa.
Yeah, yeah. No, he's great. He's great. Again, just they have such a good balance between
Hmm.
the seriousness and then the comedy that
Hmm.
has to be put
Yeah.
into this movie. He did a great job with that. So
Yeah.
again, I couldn't think of better people to play these
Yeah.
characters than
They
the
did a
ones
great
that were
job.
in it, for
But
sure.
moving on to our hits, what were some things that you did like about this movie and any favorite or standout scenes?
One of the scenes for me was the two of them sitting in the empty stadium.
That was my favorite scene.
I don't know whose favorite scene it wasn't because it was just, and I've seen a couple interviews with her talking
Yeah.
about that scene and how she'll remember that moment just
Yeah. For the rest
personally
of our life.
forever because it's just so quiet in
Yeah.
a place where it's supposed to be so rambunctious and loud.
Yeah.
And I just think their dialogue in that scene,
Hmm.
not only just the dialogue, but the environment that they were in,
Hmm.
it was perfect. It was absolutely
Hmm.
perfect. So I love that scene, and I also love the scene where the hat went missing. That scene where
Yeah.
they're kind of like in that little like convention
Hmm.
center party thing.
Yeah.
I just thought that was a really good scene too.
It was
And
great. Yeah.
yeah, I like that. They were
Yeah.
my two favorites, kind of
Yeah.
opposite, but they were I
Yeah.
both.
Of course. Yeah. Not scenes, but I loved Alana's relationship with her family. I thought that they had a nice dynamic. And then I thought this movie, it had a nice balance of comedy, family moments, touching moments, romance, and then football. So a little bit of everything.
Bit of everything. Yeah, I would agree with
Yeah.
that. That's what I
Yeah.
liked. I think that's what I liked
Yeah.
most about it.
Yeah. And the flashback opening scene with the history of her family and the Chiefs was great.
Yeah, no, that
Whoever
was,
came up with that.
yeah, really good, really good. And I really do like her relationship with her grandfather. I
Yeah.
think,
Yes.
especially, and it's interesting because I went up to Pennsylvania for Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
and that's where I ended up watching this movie. And I
Oh,
actually
that's
got to
awesome.
host Thanksgiving for my whole family for the
Oh,
very first time ever. And it was the first time in 20 years that we were all under the same roof, and my
that's
grandparents were
amazing.
there. So
Oh.
for me, it's just like it is like family is so important, and you don't
Hmm.
know when, when that you're not going to have that opportunity anymore. And
Yeah.
so her dialogue with him when
Hmm.
they are sitting on the stadium seats
Yes.
that Derek had brought to her, that's another moment for me where the dialogue
Hmm.
is so
Yeah.
powerful. again, just them
Yeah.
sitting in the seats. It was just like, oh my gosh, like this is just,
I know.
it was I mean, not, I mean, I cried. I don't
Yeah.
typically cry a lot during Hallmark movies, but that one, and I think just because I was
Yeah.
watching with my mom and I just had,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving with my grandmother, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good.
Yes. Yeah. And it really makes me wish that my grandfathers were still alive. I have
Yeah.
both of my grandmothers, but both of my grandfathers are dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely, I think too, especially with it being such a family,
Hmm.
the ensemble being a close-knit family, really, and then
Hmm.
really dealing with that loss. And I think
Hmm.
it can be tricky to deal with grief and loss,
Yeah.
especially in a Hallmark movie that's supposed
Hmm.
to have that combination of romance, sports, grief, and then happy moments and comedy. And I think, again, they just knocked it out of the park with
They did.
being able
Yeah.
to balance all of those things together and tell a really great story.
Yes.
It didn't have a miss, this movie for me. I had one.
No.
We're going to talk about those in a
Yeah,
second.
we
It was a
will.
miss.
Yeah.
But I think I mean, I don't know what else you could have put in it that would have made it any
Yeah.
better. Well, I
Yeah,
know
I
one
agree.
thing, but
Yeah.
I won't say that just
Yeah,
yet.
I agree. So, so two comical scenes, or kind of comical scenes. I loved the first scene when she's at the shop with her family and she's trying to tell them that they were nominated for the Fan of the Year award. And, they're thinking it's a dating thing or a
Yes,
wedding
they want
engagement.
her to have a man in her life so badly. They played that so well. So well. They're so cute.
I love at the end when she's like, don't say a man to her grandma.
Yeah, that was so cute. And that's like so, I think that's so relatable. It's so relatable for
Mhm.
people that have that relationship with their mom and grandmother who, is
Yeah.
always trying to hook them up with somebody.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then the next scene when he's at Norma and Nick's barbecue and he meets
Yes.
Alana and the mom and the grandma are trying to match make. Do you like
Yeah.
swimming?
Yeah. And with these like random questions while he's like neck deep in like barbecue with his hands and everything. I mean, it was again a
Yeah.
really, really good scene. Good scene.
Yes. Do you like barbecue?
Oh, I do. I
I do
do.
too.
And now I kind of want some.
I know. I
It's
love
so
barbecue.
good. I know I've never had Kansas City barbecue, but I don't know.
No,
I'll
I
be there
haven't
next
either.
week, so maybe
That's
maybe I
awesome.
can have some. I
Yeah.
don't know.
You'll be
But
at the
yeah,
Christmas
I'll be
experience.
the weekend for the Hallmark Christmas
That's
experience.
awesome.
Last weekend. Yeah, I'm excited. I've never been to Kansas City at all, so
Yeah.
I'm excited just to explore the little town there. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But yeah.
I'm excited for you. I wish I could
Yeah.
go too.
I know. It was kind of like a last minute surprise
Yeah.
for me. So going with a
Yeah.
friend was
Yeah.
going with, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm super
I'm sure
excited.
you'll
And
have a good
three of the
time.
girls, three of the celebrities that were on the cruise I was on are going to be there. So I'll be
Okay.
able to touch
That's
base with them
awesome.
again. So that'll be
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
I'm sure you'll have a great time. I love the scenes too when they're lighting the block. I thought that was fun. And I think it's a great tradition, decorate a tree outside of a business and then
Love it. Love
light up
it.
the town with the
And light
Christmas
up the
lights.
town. And I think the other thing that was really funny too was the fruitcake.
The
Like
fruitcake was hilarious.
yes. Oh my gosh, running away from that lady who just totally wanted to give them one of her fruitcakes. And then didn't he like re-gift them? Like after they were like really mean to him, to Derek, they're like,
Yeah,
here, it's a fruitcake
they
for
gave
you.
they gave him the fruitcake.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, that was good. It was
I've
good. Do you
never
like fruitcake? I don't
I've
like
never had it.
fruitcake.
I've heard it's not very good. It doesn't
No,
sound very good.
no, no, not at all. I've had it. It's not even, don't
It
even give it a try. Just
it
don't.
doesn't
No.
even sound appealing.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Sorry for all
Oh,
those that love fruitcake, but that is
oh
just
yes,
not,
of course.
no.
Of course. I also have to say, while we are on the scene about lighting the block, I love the Dan and Shay song that they incorporated into that scene. I
Yeah.
love Dan and Shay. I'm huge
Yeah.
Dan and Shay
Yes.
fans.
I watched them when they were on The Voice.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But yes, that song, yeah, that's something we didn't even really talk about yet is the music.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
love the
that
music.
was Great song. Great song. I'm telling
Mm-hmm.
you, every little piece of this film
Yeah.
just really complimented
Yeah.
itself. So yeah, the song was great. It's a good song. It's
Yeah.
really good. It's on my
Yes.
list now. It's on my playlist,
Yeah,
my Christmas
that's awesome.
playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Hudson's song was in there too. Joy, I think is the name of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
think
was a
it's
great
called
one
Joy.
too.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Good music, good playlist.
Yeah. I actually saw Dan and Shay, I think it was 2015. They came here for
Wow.
a little outdoor concert. It was a lot of fun. And
Oh, nice.
I got to meet them for about, I don't know, 5 seconds. Like after the show, they had a line and they were
Hmm.
walking down the
Pushing people
line
through,
meeting.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, well, at least you can say you met them.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Yes. They were really nice though, even though
They
it was
seem
only
like it
for
would be really nice.
like 5 seconds.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But that's okay. I had fun. So I also laughed out loud when Derek shows back up, after he makes them mad and she finds out who he is and she's like, no, no,
Yeah.
no.
She's such a good actress.
Yeah.
Again, no other perfect person to play that part that she
Yeah.
played. Yeah, she clearly was like, oh no, you've got to be kidding me. Of all the people who come in and out of
Yeah.
this store, it has to be you coming back to
Yeah.
do what is he's like the director of fan engagement or something.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Yeah. A touching moment that warmed my heart was when they were in the store, Derek and Alana, and she was sharing the Christmas keepsake ornament tradition. And then, they see the young girl and her dad talking about the game and how she wants to go. And Derek walks over and he
It's her ticket.
gives them his
Tickets.
tickets, which was so
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, I love that. And it's so funny because that is just like that is Tyler. Like as a
Hmm.
person, he's just so sweet. Like he would, I mean, if he could do that in real, I mean, he would. I mean, he's just such a
Hmm.
generous person.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of him was in this character
Yeah.
too. Just from
Hmm.
the couple times that I've met him and have seen
Yeah.
him.
I agree.
He's just he's
Yeah,
just
I
a good
agree.
guy.
The scene at Norma and Nick's when Derek and Alana are, I think, about to bake something. I'm not sure what it is. And the mom and the grandma are talking off to the side.
Yes. What were they baking?
I don't know. But,
That slipped my mind, and I don't know either.
but
I can't remember. But yes, the grand again, and like full, let's get these two to, get a spark together.
yeah,
Yeah.
putting the flour on
Mhm.
Alana's cheek and
Mhm.
having Derek get it off or
Yeah.
wipe it
And
off or
and and
whatever.
and saying that because it's like, yeah, that is in every Hallmark movie. Somebody gets, s'mores, icing, dirt, like some, there's something like, oh, let me get that for you,
Yeah,
and it's so cute because that's exactly what needed to
yeah,
happen
yeah.
in a Hallmark movie.
Hmm.
So yeah, it was cute that they kind of pointed
Yeah.
that out.
It's in all the Christmas movies. It never fails.
It never fails
That
every
was a
time.
lot.
Hasn't failed in a Hallmark movie,
No?
so.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
That's it. If anyone out there is looking for a dating tip, if you see someone you like, just carry some powdered sugar with you and just
yes.
put it right there. Let me get that for you.
Yes, or some whipped cream, which I love how it comes back up later.
Yes, it does come back up later.
And I love how Donna Kelsey's character, I don't think they mention what her name is, but I love how she tells the
Did
mom
they
and
mention her
grandma,
name? I don't know. Let me see.
just
'Cause
let
I
it
have the
happen.
whole I have the whole list here because oh no, she's just listed as manager.
Yeah,
She didn't have a name. I guess maybe she
yeah.
played. I don't know.
Herself,
Oh,
maybe? Yeah,
she's just the restaurant
yeah,
manager. But yeah, good cameos in this.
yeah,
They've been teasing that forever and a day, that she was going to be in it and Jenna Bush
yeah,
Hager. Um, but yeah, I
yeah,
mean, I think they incorporated her role well. I mean, I think she played the part
yeah,
really well. So
yeah.
super
I love
cute.
how she said, just let it happen.
Just let it happen.
Trust
And that
me.
was like the little nod to like, Taylor and Travis, which I thought
Hmm.
was really
Yeah, that
cool.
was great. I love the scene when they're sitting around the fire. I thought that was great. And Derek shows up and they're talking about the hat and
Yeah,
Christmas
talking about the
magic.
hat and getting the eggnog.
Yeah. And
More
she
eggnog.
gives him the scarf, and then they
Yeah.
sing Up on the Housetop, and
Yeah.
they hold hands.
And they do hold hands. Yes,
Yes, that
that's
was really
always a good
sweet.
camera shot where you
Yeah.
see like the two hands touching.
Yes. The moments when they're at Arrowhead Stadium. So this was before the talk on the bleachers.
Yeah.
I love how they incorporated Patrick Mahomes
Yes, with
by
the
adding the
cat.
cat, Patrick
Yes,
Mahomes.
cat. Yes, it was that was so good. Yeah, I'm really glad that they incorporated him. I mean, he's him and Travis are the face of Kansas City
Yes.
football. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
super cute. And then I like how
Yeah.
she took her picture with the cat at the she
Mhm.
took a selfie with it.
Yes. That was awesome.
Oh man, it was so good. I can't believe that cat was like okay with having that wig on and stuff. Like
Yeah. And
super
then
fun.
her meeting Trey Smith was
Yes.
great. Just her reaction. That is me, or that
Mhm.
was me at Rama Drama. Like,
Yeah. Oh, like
it's
the
just,
starstruck, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that's him. Yeah. That was cute that she had some,
yes.
fangirl moments,
Yeah.
with other football players. Yeah. And I think even some people that were probably watching the movie were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's actually in it. He's like a real football player. And that's why I think those
Yeah.
cameos, were so good,
Yeah.
especially even with like kind of blending the NFL with Hallmark, which
Yeah.
are two like
Mm-hmm.
totally different audiences. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're just different audiences. So
Yeah.
to bring them together, I think is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I also loved the ice skating and the Wes Brown cameo.
Oh
The
my gosh, yes.
the
Yes, 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 yes. I actually have a story about him and about the
okay.
role he played. So he was on my podcast
Yeah.
and we had a whole conversation about how he likes to make mixed drinks and like very elaborate drinks that are
Mm-hmm.
like smoking and have like food on them and like this whole
Mm-hmm.
thing. So when I saw him playing the bartender, I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, it's totally up his alley because that he loves doing stuff like that. And his character that he played in this, I felt he delivered his lines very much like his
Mm-hmm.
character in Haul Out the Holly. It
Yep.
was like it was kind of like the
Mm-hmm.
same character.
Yeah.
Just love that. I love him.
Me too. Me too. He's great.
Yeah, that was cool.
Is
That was very cool.
such a sweet person.
Yeah,
I
he
remember
really.
meeting him at Rama Drama.
Yeah.
And I love the mention of the shoe to chapeau
Oh,
with the drink
yes.
name,
Yes,
which is
yes,
an Easter egg
yes.
to Hole at the Holly.
I always love to know like what's in the script and what did like some of the cast come up with or what, I always find that so fascinating.
Yeah,
Like, were those words written down or did they kind of
maybe he added them.
session or ad
Yeah,
lib, a little bit
yeah,
improv? Because they're all so good at that. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, no,
yeah,
that was a good
yeah,
cameo. That was a
yeah.
good cameo.
I also loved the names of the other drinks. I thought they were very creative. We have the Rumpa Pum Punch and then the
Yes.
Santa's Sippin' Stocking. Those were
Yeah.
the other two I wrote down.
They were very cool. Very cool. They
Yeah.
had things like that on the Christmas cruise. They
Oh,
had
that's awesome.
drinks that were mistletoe,
Yeah.
margarita, and yeah, everything was very Christmas
Yeah.
related. So
Yeah.
very cool. And then Hallmark has their own wines, and those were there
Yes, they
too.
do.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so they're kind of getting, that's what
Yeah.
they should. I don't even think they did. They should have served some of their Hallmark wine in the
That
in
would have
the
been awesome.
good product placement
Yeah.
for that.
Product
But yeah,
placement.
no, very
Yeah.
cool. We love Wes. I think it was
Yeah.
a great addition.
Yeah. And then the football toss was really fun. The
Photos were
photo
good.
booth
Yes.
photos.
Yes. And I think it
Yeah.
was that was Trent Green, I think, who
Yes, it was.
was
Yeah.
the football player that was there. And yeah, that was cute. Very cute.
Yes. Have you ever done Christmas photo booth photos
Christmas
before?
photo with photos. No. No, I don't think so. I mean, I've done photo booth photos, but I don't think Christmas. It's interesting though that you talk about
Yeah.
that because I have a little Polaroid camera,
Yeah, I do
little
too.
tiny one. Oh my gosh. I mean, I take it everywhere with me now. People just love it. I mean, people just
Yeah.
love having an instant, tangible
Mm-hmm.
photograph.
Yeah.
And so,
I
so yeah, not a Christmas photo booth, but yeah, we had the
yeah.
camera on Thanksgiving time. So I have all these Polaroids of everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was a
actually have one. Okay, so this was from a Christmas concert that I went to in 2013. And the girl that opened for him, she was on American Idol. that particular year. And
Got it.
then I met her on the Idol tour, and then she ended up opening for Michael W. Smith on his Christmas tour. And after that show, I got to hang out with her for about an hour with another fellow fan, and the three of us took photo booth photos.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, that's very
You,
cool. Very cool. I
thank
love
you.
that.
It
Oh,
was so much fun.
yeah. You can
One of my
tell.
favorite
I
memories.
love it. That was awesome.
Yes. But anyway, back to the movie. I love when Alana and her family find out they won the Fan of the Year award. And then Norma and Nick come in with the congratulations cake. And I think it was
Yes.
the dad that said, "What would you have done if
She
we
had the
had
little
not won?"
cupcake. The
The
little
welcome.
cupcake. Yeah. That was really cute. That was really cute. That was a laugh out loud moment for me. That was
Yes.
fun.
Yeah.
Unexpected. Super funny.
Yes. And then we briefly mentioned it or touched on it a while back, but the scene when he is spending time with Alana and her family at home, and he gives them the Christmas Eve gift, which is
Yes.
the seats, and she gives him the coffee mug, and then Alana and her grandpa have the talk. So I thought that was a
Yeah.
nice moment too.
Yeah, for sure. I love that moment.
I think another top favorite scene was the talk at the end with Alana and her parents and her grandpa Paul about the
Yeah.
hat and family. The
Hmm.
magic is not in the hat, it's in what the hat represents. The belief that we're part of something bigger than ourselves, knowing that we have each other's back no matter what.
Yeah.
Such a sweet line.
So good. It was yes,
Moment.
very good
Yeah.
moment. Good line.
Yep. And who doesn't love the end with the Christmas Day game?
I mean,
Yeah.
perfection. Perfection. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. That was a good scene. That was a
Hmm.
good way to end it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Jenna Bush Hager
Oh,
cameo I thought
yes.
was great. She's
She's
great.
so funny. She is great. I was watching
Yeah.
her this morning on the Today Show. Yeah, she's a hoot.
Oh,
It was really good.
yeah.
Good.
I always enjoy watching her on the Today Show when I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Usually I don't get up that early. I'll watch clips when they're posted online.
Right. Right. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not usually up watching TV at that time, but today I
Yeah.
just so happened to be doing that. But
Yeah.
yeah, she was good. She was good. And she
Yeah.
was so excited to be in this movie. She
Yeah.
thought about it leading up to the premiere. So
Yeah. She did a
yeah,
great job.
very cool.
She should make more cameos in Hallmark
Yeah,
movies.
she should. No, she's really
Yeah.
good. She is really good on
Yeah.
camera for
She's
sure.
great. Yeah. And then of course the mascot was great.
Yes.
Love a good
Oh
sports
man.
team mascot.
Yeah. You have to have a good mascot,
Yes.
right?
My high school was or is Sun Devils. And then
Oh, the Sun
my
Devils. Yeah.
college, my college didn't have a mascot because I went to an art
Really?
school. So,
Oh, that's okay. We were in high school, we were the Black Knights, and
okay.
then in college we were the
Yeah.
Marauders. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, I really had two mascots. So from kindergarten to ninth grade, I went to an all-girls school, and the mascot for that school was the Panthers. And then when
Oh,
I
okay.
transferred to the co-ed school, it was the Sun Devils. So,
Got it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was always a lot of fun.
It's always fun. Well,
Yes.
especially you have to know the mascot when you're cheering, right? I mean,
Hmm.
that's we all
Yeah.
have the mascot and the
Yeah.
mascot of the opposite team sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, very cool.
Yeah. Moving on to our misses. What was it that maybe you wished for in this movie or you didn't like about it?
Where was Taylor?
Oh, yeah.
I was very hopeful that there
Yeah.
would be a Taylor Swift cameo or a
Yeah.
mention of her somehow.
Hmm.
I at the very least thought there would be a Travis Kelce cameo,
Yeah.
or even his brother, Jason. I don't know. I
Yeah.
just felt like I don't know. I mean, the movie was fantastic.
Yeah.
I think
It would have been great.
if you it could have just I don't know.
Yeah.
God, it would have been so good if Taylor was in it. Oh
That
my
would have
God.
been really cool.
Even if it was just like if even if she was just like somebody walking down the street, but you
Yeah.
could it was kind of focused in that you could really see her and not just like a
Yeah.
background person, but you could see her. I just thought that would have been really cool, but I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
she's got a pretty busy schedule, so
Yes, it's
you
understandable.
might
But
not
that would,
have time to fly into Kansas City and do
yeah,
that.
that would have been awesome though.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Because
kind of the miss for me, or not the miss, but the wish.
a
There really weren't
wish.
any
Yeah.
misses, but I think
No.
I would have wished for her to
Yes.
it.
I think we got a lot of Christmas feels in this movie, but me just being a, huge fan of Christmas, maybe a little more Christmas feels would have
Yeah,
been great. But I enjoyed the Christmas feels that we did get. So
yeah, yeah. No,
that's more of a wish.
yeah, more of a wish. Yeah, I would agree with that. Now, just thinking back on it, there wasn't a ton of
Yeah.
Christmas in it,
Yeah.
except for the decorating of the
Hmm.
block and the businesses. But
Yeah.
yeah, I would agree with that.
But it would have been great to see
Yeah.
Taylor or Travis.
So I don't know, even like a couple sitting like
Yeah.
in Nick's,
Yeah.
barbecue or something. I mean, that would that would
Yeah.
have just been so funny. Not
Yeah.
even speaking lines, just to kind of see them in the background. I think that would have been really funny.
Yeah.
Super
But
cute.
I'm sure she was busy with her Eras tour. I think that just ended.
Yes, and
So,
I think it ends Sunday
oh yes, that's right. It
in
ends Sunday.
Vancouver.
So,
Yeah, they
yeah,
did a whole story on the Today Show about it.
that's
So
awesome.
yeah,
I didn't get to go to that concert, although it
me
looked like a
either.
lot of fun.
Me
The
either.
tickets, I
I
can't afford
know.
that.
I know. I know. I hope I mean, I'm sure she'll go on tour
Yeah,
again, but
if
yeah,
only. If
yeah,
only.
I'll be 60 years old, but that's okay. I'm still gonna go.
Yes,
Um,
yes. But all things considered, even though I didn't get to go to the Eras tour, I have seen her 3 times previously,
oh,
so I
really?
can't complain.
Yeah, I've never seen her. That's awesome.
She's
Did you
great.
watch the movie?
I have not yet,
Yeah, I
but I
haven't
want
watched
to.
it yet either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well, that's
saw
cool.
her.
You go to a lot of concerts, don't you? You go to a lot of
I
concerts.
try to. I haven't been to one since before COVID, but hopefully
Oh,
I can go
wow.
to another one in the
Yeah.
future. She was on the Fearless Tour in 2009 and she came to Charleston in 2009, but I wasn't able to get tickets. Like they sold out very quickly and I was
Hmm.
really bummed. And then she did a continuation of the Fearless Tour the next year.
Gotcha.
So that year she came to Columbia instead of Charleston. So I went to Columbia and saw her then. And then I think the next tour after that was Speak Now. So I went to the Speak Now tour in Columbia and then the Red tour in Columbia, and that was a lot of fun.
You're just a little
Great
social
show.
butterfly. I love it.
Oh,
I love it.
she puts on a great show.
It looks like she does. So I'm sure it's worth
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
penny that people
Oh, it
pay.
definitely was.
Oh, it's just about the
Yeah.
experience, a whole experience.
Yes. I know one year Gloriana, that old country band, opened up for her. And then I think the Red tour, it was Brett Eldridge and Ed Sheeran.
Oh, yes, that I remember. I remember hearing about.
Yeah. So they were great too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like you're getting multiple
Yeah.
concerts, one with like the people. It's so
Yeah.
good. So good.
Yes. My last concert was Need to Breathe in September or October of 2019. So that was my last
Oh,
concert. And
yeah, that
they're
was
great too. They're from South Carolina.
okay. Well,
So
you
they're
need to book a ticket. You need to
yes.
book another concert.
Yes. Fingers crossed one will come up soon. Because I
I'm
love
sure
going to
it will. I
concerts.
am sure that it will.
Yeah. I love going to concerts. That's one of my favorite things.
I love that. I
Yes.
love that. I'm not a big concert person. I
Yeah.
wasn't, but then I saw New Kids on the Block
Okay.
this year, which I loved, and then I'm going to see Vanilla Ice tonight. So, I
Yeah.
mean, if you would have told my 9-year-old self that when you're 44 in 2024, you're going to see both New Kids on the Block and Vanilla Ice in the same year, I would have said, no way.
That's
And look
awesome.
at this, it's happening. But no,
That's
I like
awesome.
it because I'm not a big crowds person.
Oh, I see what you're
I'm
saying.
not like I just don't, I'm
Yeah.
not a big crowds person. So
Oh, yeah.
when I go, if it's
Yeah.
someone I really, really want to see, I'll
Yeah. I don't normally go to concerts unless it's someone I really want to see
really,
too,
really want to
like
see.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But moving on to our ratings, what would you give the cast out of 5?
Oh
I think I
gosh,
would say
5.
5.
I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
5 stars.
yes, chemistry, I think 5. That's
But
what I said.
5. Yeah.
Yeah. And Christmas feels, I said 4.5.
Yeah, I think I would say the same for that after now just thinking about it.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then,
and a lot of Christmas didn't come up. I mean, it was about traditions and
yeah.
stuff like that,
Yeah,
but
of
there wasn't
course.
a ton of Christmas feel in it.
Yeah, of course.
But no, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
4.5.
And then setting. So that's, all the sets, the
Oh my
location. I
gosh,
think
5.
5.
I mean, Arrowhead Stadium, are you kidding me? I mean, this is why I can't wait to go to Kansas City because I want to just see Crown Center and all of that. I mean, I don't know that they had to do too much to dress that place up.
No,
So,
they did a great job.
yeah, I'd give that a 5.
Yeah. And then story.
Oh, 5. I mean, it was so good.
I think
It's
so too. Yeah. And then overall.
Overall, I would give it a 5, even though there wasn't like a ton of Christmas feel to it.
Yeah.
I would still give it a 5. It's just a good
Yeah.
movie. And
Yeah.
and you can watch it. I mean, you could watch it any time of year. I mean, you know
Hmm.
what I mean? Any
Yeah.
season, it
Hmm.
kind of just it's to me, I don't know. Yeah, I definitely give it a 5. I thought it was
Yeah. I
perfect.
said 4.5, and that's probably just because of
The
the
Christmas.
Christmas. But yeah,
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. I think it's one of my favorites of the year. So,
yeah.
as I
Same,
mentioned at the
as you
beginning of this
mentioned,
episode,
number 8 on your
yes,
top 10.
it might it
Maybe
might move
it'll move
up.
up and rank. I mean, you
It
never know.
might.
Do you think they'll do a sequel to this?
I would love a sequel. What
I
about
would
you?
too. I would too. I think, and mainly
Yeah.
because of the tradition. Like, I would like to see
Hmm.
the two of them married and have like a child already. Like, we're already a
We're
family. And then how does that hat
yeah.
translate to the next
Yeah.
generation? Like, I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Come on, Hallmark.
Come
We
on,
know you're
Hallmark. Come
listening.
on, Julie. I'm gonna text you. Let's go. We need a sequel. Holiday
We know you're listening.
touchdown. We know you're listening. We'll tag her in this so that
Well,
she's
oh yeah, I will definitely tag her in this episode. Yes.
no, it's so good.
Yes.
So
I
good.
mean, last year for my Santa Summit review, me and the girl I was reviewing the movie with, who I'm friends with, Alex, we
Hmm.
asked for Amy Groening in a leading role, and we got Amy Groening in a leading role.
Oh, I love it. Hey, these podcasts can move mountains. I'm telling you. I mean, we do a good job of kind of steering Hallmark to what the fans
Come
want. I mean, we're
on.
the voice for the fans, right? So we just kind
Come
of tell
on.
them, hey,
Yeah.
we want this person to be in a lead role. Hey, we want these
Yeah.
3 guys to be in a movie together. We want, it's, I mean, we make the ship
Yeah.
go. I mean, that's,
Yes.
the fans, it's fan
Yeah.
driven for sure.
Yes.
That's why it's a
Yeah.
successful brand because it is
Yeah.
fan driven.
Of course. Yeah. I doubt that we were the deciding factor, but
Listen,
we we could have
don't
played a part.
believe. Just believe in the magic.
Yes, we could have played a part. Who knows?
You did play a part. Oh, I love it.
And let's see, how many years? Well, I've been wanting it since before I started this podcast, but Dan and Aaron in a Christmas movie, and we got Dan and Aaron in
You
a
got,
Christmas
yeah.
movie.
I
Daniel
mean,
Lissing and Aaron Krakow.
yeah, I know who you mean. Yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
telling you. I am telling you. I wonder how they figured that out. Do you think Hallmark has like a big board that has like who hasn't been with this
I don't
person in
know.
this movie? Like who hasn't been paired together?
I
You know
don't
what I
know.
mean? Do they have
Yeah.
like a database? Is there an Excel spreadsheet that like
I don't know.
that they have color coded so they know like you need to put this person with this person or
Yeah.
this is really cool.
I don't
No.
know. But I
I
know
love
that a
it.
lot of people have wanted that for
Long
years.
time. Yeah. Yeah.
For years. I mean, me, not as long because I'm not an OG Winkles the Heart fan. I wasn't watching from the
Right.
beginning, which was the show started in 2014. It's people have wanted that literally for 10 years.
Yeah.
Me, probably about 6, because I came in 2017, somewhere
Yeah.
around there. So,
Hey, but they
yeah.
made it happen,
Yeah,
making the
they
fans
did. Yeah.
happy. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. And before we wrap up, what have been some of your other favorite Christmas movies this year?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to be quite honest with you. I didn't watch a ton
Okay,
because
that's
I've
fine.
just been so
Oh, you've
Busy
been
with
busy.
traveling. Well, I did the
Yeah.
Hallmark Christmas cruise.
Yeah.
And then we drove to Pennsylvania for Thanksgiving. And now I'm leaving for Kansas City in 2 weeks. But I will tell you, on the Christmas cruise, they were airing Hallmark movies 24/7 in all the cabins.
That's
So
awesome.
you just turn the TV on and it was right
Yeah.
there. But there was another one I watched, and why am I blanking on it right now? We were talking about it before we came on and started recording. I'm totally blanking on it.
Trying to remember.
I don't remember either. But I will tell you that there was one on last night that I want to watch, and now I can't even remember the title of it. It was on the Hallmark Mystery.
Oh,
Um,
was it
because
a
it's
new
about
one?
a girl. It's about the girl with autism. Yeah.
A
So I do
Dance in the
watch
Snow.
that. I'm sure it will be excellent. So I want to watch
Yeah.
that. But but yeah, I got Hallmark Plus, which
Yeah.
highly recommend. I love it.
I have it.
And I have really gotten, it's not a movie, but I have gotten into Finding Mr. Christmas, which
Oh,
I mean, I just maybe that's why
yeah.
I'm not watching a ton of movies because I've been watching the series that they have on Hallmark Plus.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they have to do this every year. And I was like, you need to do Finding Mrs. Christmas, like a woman who wants a leading role in a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Like, yes,
Come on,
this,
Hallmark.
oh my gosh, it's so good. Jonathan Bennett
He,
is just, oh my gosh, he's so
I love
perfect.
Jonathan.
Like he's just perfect. He was the host for the cruise.
Yeah.
You couldn't have found a better host for something like that. And he just is so creative and just so full of heart.
Yeah. Love
So
Jonathan.
good. So
He's
yeah, I've
great.
been watching Finding Mr. Christmas. But
He's
yes, I
good.
I I have Hallmark Plus, so I will certainly be
Yeah.
catching up on all of those
Yeah.
once slow down a little bit. But
I think some of my favorites that I've seen, Santa Tell Me, of course. Can't not say that one
is that
because
the
I'm
one
a,
with the three Nicks in it?
yep, Benjamin
That's the
Ayers,
other one that
Daniel
I
Listen.
saw. That's the other one that I saw with Aaron. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name. But yes, I think that's the only other one that I saw.
That was
No,
great.
I did see Brendan Penny's A Novel
A
Noel.
novel. That one is
I
pretty
did
cute.
see,
Yeah.
yes, that was super cute. I'm a big
Yeah.
Julie Gonzalo fan. So,
Yeah. Love her
but
too.
yeah. But no, they
But yeah.
they they got some good movies
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. I'm a
So,
huge Hardy, as you probably already
yes,
know. So,
yes.
I mean, seeing the two of them back together was just a
Yeah,
dream. I mean,
yeah.
their chemistry is off the charts.
Arts,
And she
yeah,
had
no,
great
it's very good.
chemistry with the other guys too. Like I
She
love
did.
Ben, love
Yeah,
Chris.
love them. Yeah. And the three of
Nick
them were so funny. Oh my gosh. And they were fighting outside with the ornament. Oh my gosh, I
the
can't.
candy
Like,
cane. The
yes, with
candy cane war.
the inflatable candy cane. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. That was a really good movie.
Yes. And
Good.
that was his first Hallmark movie. So the writer and director, that was his first Hallmark movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He
it's
did a
really
great job.
good. Yeah, he did a great job. Bravo.
Yes.
It was good.
The Christmas Charade, Nikki's movie with Warren, that one was
Didn't
really
watch it yet,
cute.
but yes.
A Carol for Two, Three Wiser Men and a
Oh yeah, I did
Boy.
see that one. Yeah, that one was
Yeah.
really good.
The
Love those
Finish
guys.
Line, Christmas with the Sings. Robert Buckley's movie with Amy Green was really cute. Jingle Bell Run.
Yeah.
Those are my top 10. And then I enjoyed Chris Palaha's movie too.
Yeah. Oh, and I've been watching Holidays, which is the other
Okay.
series that's on. So I've been watching the series a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are
I still
really
need to
good.
watch that. But I've
It's
heard it's great.
yeah, it is. It's really good. I
Yeah.
mean, the writing is just it's
Yeah.
excellent.
I think I'll have to watch Holidays after all the Christmas movies are done because I
After the
can't keep up.
holidays. Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, there's a lot to
Yeah.
catch up on. That's a lot of hours
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
television.
Yes.
Ah.
Literally, my October, November, and December have been engulfed in Christmas movie reviews.
Yeah, I love it. You do such a great job.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate you so much having me on because
Oh,
I've
thank you.
missed doing it. So
Yeah.
appreciate that very much.
Yes. I always love having you on, and I can't wait to have you back on again in the future.
Yes, I will. You let me know
Yeah.
when,
Yes.
and I will be here.
And where can my listeners find your new podcast? On
Yes,
social media?
so Hearts of Stars is coming back. We were a podcast and we were a TV show, and now we're going back to being a podcast with purpose. So every single episode is going to highlight the celebrity's charity or cause that are close to them, and then we're going to do 12 days of impact after every episode to raise awareness and funds for their charity. But yeah, so you can find Hearts of Stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Finally got up on there yesterday.
Yay!
And you can find me on Instagram too at Hearts of Stars podcast, and follow me there. So yeah, we'll be kicking off in February. We have some celebrities lined up. So it'll be, I'm excited to get back into it again. I think the cruise was, I started to miss it like immediately. I'm like, oh my God, I missed like the interviews and talking to them and being able to get this content to the fans was, always a passion of mine. So I'm excited to jump back in.
Yes, I'm excited to check it out too. And I love your concept of, focusing on the charities that mean the most to them. I think it's great.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited. It's going to be good.
Yes, and Hallmarkies, I will link her social media in the description of this video so you can go follow her.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course. All right, Hallmarkies. I think that wraps up our review of Holiday Touchdown, A Chief's Love Story. If you enjoyed this episode and are watching on YouTube, you can like this video and share your thoughts about the movie in the comments. If you were listening on Spotify, make sure to rate and review, as your feedback is always greatly appreciated. If you want to stay up to date on all of my episodes, you can subscribe to this channel on YouTube or follow along on Spotify, and make sure to turn on the bell so you are alerted when new episodes come. You can also find the podcast on Facebook and Instagram at Swing My Heart Podcast and Twitter at Swing My Heart Pod. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and we will see you next time. We love y'all. Bye!